Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a video in which I'm asking the whole card community to help a brother out. I'm looking to complete a project which I'm working on, and I'm going to describe to you what the project is, entails some of these cards that I have here. But as I go into this, I'm going to flip this camera around so I could give you a little bit more perspective of what I'm working on. So as you could tell, I pulled out this frame to give you a little visual aid for what I have in mind. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this exact frame to do the project that I'm working on, but it's a possibility I could. The only problem with this frame is that it already has the holes cut out vertically, and some of the cards which I'm going to showcase are made to be displayed horizontally. So this frame might not work for it, but it will give an idea of what I'm looking to do. The first position which I'm gonna showcase here is with these 4 cards. I have a project in which I want to work on action cards, and I want to display a great action shot for every position. So starting off with pitcher, how could I not start it off with Greg Maddux? This is the best Gold Glove winner of all time. He has 18 Gold Gloves, and to boot, he has 4 Cy Youngs to add to his accomplishments. One of the best pitchers from the 90s into the 2000s. But this card doesn't really capture a great action shot. It just has him basically picking off a ball, a comebacker or so. But if there's another card of Greg Maddux in which he's basically snagging a ball like a cat, please comment below and let me know if there's one. I know there's other Cubs and Atlanta fans out there and Greg Maddux collectors out there, so feel free to chime in. Here's another pitcher action shot which I really like a lot, but it's at home plate, but Kevin Brown is making an out, tagging somebody out who he's using his head as a beanbag of some sort. I'm not sure if this guy's sliding is basically contemplating his life choices at this moment, but I think it's a pretty cool card, but not necessarily the card of choice, which I so far think I'm going to go with. This one I like a lot, even though it's not a crazy action shot, but it does freeze frame Juan Marichal's leg kick, which I think is something that pitchers just don't do nowadays, and it's very beautiful. It's a 1972 action shot. But I'm going to go with one that so far none of them seem to speak to me like this one, and I went out of my way at the National to look for this card. It's a very beautiful 73 card of Vida Blue. And Vida Blue, he did a lot of things well. He was most notably known for the 1971 season in which he won the Cy Young and an MVP. But in this card, what I like about it so much is that it gives you a view as if you were the umpire calling this at bat, and in anticipation of what's going to be either a strike, a ball, or if the batter is going to be successful in getting a hit off of Vida Blue. So I kind of like this card. It's like, and the other part of it that I like is everyone always wants to have like that seat behind home plate, and this gives you that view as if you was behind home plate watching the game. So I don't know, this is why I'm really into this card. But next up, let's get into some of the catcher cards. At catcher cards, I have a card here which I found at the National, and it really spoke to me because of the project I'm working on. It's of the kid Gary Carter, and the fact that there's a cameo of Fred McGriff in this makes this card like super beautiful to me. But when it comes to catcher cards are like some of the best. There's one card which I don't own. It's a Benito Santiago 91 Topps card in which he's basically giving you a bird's eye view of trying to catch a pop-up at home plate. Or you have other ones like this where Roy Campanella is trying to snag a pop-up behind home plate. And I think this is an awesome card. All Roy Campanella fanatics know about this card. But ultimately, being that I'm a Yankee fan, I'm tied to this card right here. This card is the one that really does it for me. Everyone knows how much of a fan I am of this, and it's one that everyone chases when it comes to Thurman Munson. Thurman Munson, known as the 1976 MVP award winner. And the thing about this project is I want it to have substance when it comes to the card. I don't want it to just be a great action shot. I want it also to be of a player that's well known, who did something in the game, and at the same time is tied together with a great action shot. So moving over, I'm going to show you two cards which I also zeroed in on, and they're going to be definite part of this project. Let me move the camera over real quick. So one of the cards that I definitely made a point to go look for at the National was this card over at shortstop, and everyone knows this card. It's a very beautiful card of Pee Wee Reese, a 1953 Bowman card. I finally found this card, and it's a great subject. No real creases anywhere. It's got good centering, and to find this at a reasonable price, I was so ecstatic about it. But as you could tell, I already have two cards here that are horizontal. So this frame right here is just not going to do it. And when it comes to shortstop action cards, I think it's undisputed. This is the best card there is. Here's another one which I found that I fell in love with. It's of Cal Ripken, a 2021 Stadium Club. And this is a cool refractor card which I found for a decent price. And it has Wade Boggs cameoing on this at third base. Great action shot. Whether Cal Ripken is safe or Wade Boggs is going to snap that tag down on him is to be determined. But to have one of the best third basemen of the era that I enjoyed watching, tagging out one of the best shortstops at third base, and who also played third base for a little while, I think 5 seasons to be exact. Cal Ripken, a 2-time MVP winner. Wade Boggs, twice a Gold Glove winner with the Yankees. 8-time Silver Slugger Award. Great cameo card in here. It's just, I just had to go with this one over at third base. Love this so much. But there you got another example with horizontal cards where this particular frame is not going to work with it. Now moving over at second, I have a conundrum. I'll explain to you the conundrum I'm having, because there's a few second base cards I have in my collection which could go well with this type of theme that I have going on this project. But there's one card in particular which I'd rather have, but it's a very pricey card to say the least. Let me show you the cards I did find in my collection. To start out with, I have Roberto Alomar here making a diving attempt at a ball. It's unsuccessful because I don't see the ball in his glove, but I thought it's a cool shot of him flying through the air, trying to get that ball. And it's a sign of him, being as great as he was defensively. He won 10 Gold Gloves over at second base. So why not try to add a Roberto Alomar card for this project? But I guess being that the ball's not in the glove, I'm not feeling this one as much as I probably could have. Here's one with a cameo card of D. Gordon. Chipper Jones is cameoing here. I really like this one because of that. But D. Gordon isn't quite the name that I would like to have when you have some of the players that I've already showcased here. But I think it's really cool. Here's one that's like a blooper reel. Jose Offerman getting ran into there by a Met. And then in turn, it's a domino effect in which, I don't know who that is, Steve Sachs or someone. And it's like a domino. They're just all bumping into each other. So I thought this is like a cool action shot. But again, it's not of someone very famous. So I don't know. I'm not going with this one. I found 2 rookie cards, which are pretty cool. Jeff McNeil's rookie card, Stadium Club. Look at this one. A diving stop, and to have a rookie card in there, why not? It's the black parallel. This one's pretty cool. Unfortunately, Jeff McNeil's having like a down year this year, but This is like I guess, like a plan C if I don't find anything else. Here's another rookie card in which is pretty cool looking. DJ LeMahieu, one of my favorite Yankees right now, making it out at second, trying to turn two. This is a great looking card. But ultimately, I'm going to try to go with the card I really want, which is a 1952 Burke Ross card of Jackie Robinson, the 1949 MVP winner. This card, if I could find it nicely centered, I would definitely make it a point to add it to this project. But unfortunately, this card, the price of it is in the four-figure range for a decent looking card. And I'm not sure if I'm willing to commit so much money to this project. Although it would look nice and it's very deserving, I'm just not sure if I'm ready to pony up that much money for this project. And over at First, I am having quite an issue. Don Field of Dreams, he recommended this card, a 1973 Topps Willie Stargell card, which I think is pretty cool of him trying to get someone out at first. I don't know. It's a cool one. It's a little bit out of focus. So I don't know if that's really the card that's speaking to me, but the type of name of Pops in there, that's definitely what speaks to me for a project like that. And then we have the three outfield positions. I found this in one of the Dallas card shows, and I simply love this card. Bo Jackson, flying through the air like Superman, basically ripping through his uniform like Superman. You just see muscle on top of muscle on this guy. Looks like that uniform's painted on him. Hat flying off, catching that ball in midair. This is definitely the type of card that speaks to me. Although Bo Jackson isn't one of the best outfielders that ever played the game, everyone that watched him play knows what he was to the game. He was half man, half amazing. And I feel he's basically one of the cards that is a top contender to be part of the three there. I have a few here which I like the action shot, but I'm not sure. You could tell me what you think. Here's a Bernie Williams snagging a ball, trying to scoop it right before it hits the ground. This is cool. And being that I'm a Yankee fan, this one speaks to me a lot. Then we got some name of names here. Mike Trout. I really love this one, but we don't know if he's making a successful catch here of robbing someone of a home run. But everyone that watched Mike Trout play knows he was famous for robbing people's home runs countless times. Here's one of Mookie Betts, a 2017 card. I really like this one a lot. Making a full dive for this one. You can see the ball and glove. But being that he's a hated Red Sox in this one, I don't know if I'm going to hate and not want to look at this card as my project. But I don't know. Someone like Jim could laugh and tell me, yeah, definitely put this one in. I don't know. And then I have one of Locaine here. It's a pretty cool one. He's robbing someone of the ball. But Locaine isn't definitely one of the players that I think could hang with some of the big boys I have up here. But I'm not going to hate on his defense. His defense is great. Plus, this is a nice gold card of his. And here's a cool one I had, but I don't think it holds a candle to some of the names I had up there so far. Nicholas Castellanos, who's playing out of his mind this year. And he's making a nice catch over here. Sliding catch. And then I have the Kid. This is a Stadium Club one in which he's robbing a home run, which is pretty cool, but it doesn't look like focused too well. It looks a little airbrushed. So I did have someone, I was on Ray from Philly, his live stream, and Mike, this baseball card life, recommended a card in which he showed me in the video, and I ended up getting it recently just because of that one. And it's for this 94 Upper Deck card, which I just received. And it's of him about to rob a ball. I don't know if it's a home run or if it's just a great catch, but he's playing Spider-Man off of that outfield wall. And definitely, I think this is my center field card of choice because Ken Griffey, to me, 10-time Gold Glove winner. There's no disputing this man's greatness, and his best years were basically in Seattle. So I'd like to always remember him in his Seattle uniform, crushing people's dreams like this. Let me move this over to the outfield here. So basically, my outfield is to be determined. Like I said, maybe a card like this Mookie Betts could be the winner here to be the one, or maybe this Mike Trout one. Not sure. Maybe there's one that I haven't seen yet that is a better looking card for the outfield. But I want you guys to chime in. If you guys could please comment and tell me any great cards that you know of that you have in your PC that you could recommend for me to finish off this project with. I'd love to make this a group effort. And secondly, if you guys want to piggyback off this idea and showcase your cards, I'm going to challenge the whole card community. Show me some of your great PC cards of action shots, because I don't think action cards have gotten enough acclaim with collections. And I'd love to see what you guys could come up with and put together. Maybe you could use some of the cards that I described, like that Benito Santiago card, or maybe I'll see cards I've never seen before. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. So yeah, if you could help me, comment below. And if you want to take on this challenge and show me your best action shots for all the positions, hey, I'd love to watch those videos. And you could comment, tag, put the video inside the comment, and I'll be happy to take a look at it and admire your collection. But until then, I'm going to wish everyone happy hunting when it comes to cards. I want everyone to stay safe, be blessed, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.